Yeah, well, so, I mean, looking back, we have all the knowledge.
We have bad news. So we lost audio for 4 episodes.
That's 2 hours.
That's 2 hours. So we're gonna just watch ourselves play again, like the other episode.
That was
Deep
a
Water.
Bobby episode, Deep Water.
Yeah, it's always funny how it happens when. Never mind. I don't want to spoil stuff. But have you noticed that? Did you get it? Right?
Yeah, well, so, I mean, looking back, we have all the knowledge of everything that's about to happen. It's just kind of the beginning of the next chapter and some other stuff. But instead of usual kind of like a play-by-play, I feel like we're just going to be talking mainly about other stuff. We'll visit the game every now and again, but I feel like the rest is just going to be us meandering through other topics.
Yeah, like if something interesting comes up, we'll be like, oh yeah, look at that guy.
Yeah, to be fair though, I think we were like tired because I was really tired.
Yeah, this was after a trip for you guys.
Yeah, we
recorded like 3 hours.
We went to our friend's child's
You almost said
birthday.
baby shower.
I was about to say baby shower. He was like 1 year old. He destroyed a cake, which by the way I didn't know was a thing.
Babies destroying cake.
Yeah. What did they call it?
Did they have a name?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I've seen
don't
like
think they have
babies
names.
destroy
They
cake.
didn't?
That's
Babies
that's
just
a
kind of go
normal
in.
thing.
I've never seen it set up like that, but
That was weird to me. I was like, I've never seen this, and then I saw it. I'm like, that baby went in. At first he was scared, but then he went in.
anyway.
Yeah, but then we kind of died on the way back, or at least I did.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It always happens.
Yeah.
I mean, we really went from like high energy to being in a car for
I
an
was
hour,
like dead the whole
Yeah.
day. It was weird. I'm like always.
and then
dead.
sitting down to record, probably a dark room.
It was a dark
hot.
room. It was hot, and then it was just like, basically there was not really action happening because the next chapter is really weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
well-
kind of like a search kind of.
It's Wind Waker.
It's literally Wind Waker. It's literally discount Wind Waker in a chapter.
Dude. We're gonna see like, it's so different from actually playing it and talking to watching us. We're watching you play it, and now it's just we're talking over it. It's
But
weird.
yeah, I mean, you just kind of remember seeing it, and then you kind of go from there. I'm trying to think. I mean,
Yeah,
And then you go back. And you're just like,
because he's trying to figure out how to get the toad off the snippets.
It's a
oh
sniffet.
yeah.
Which I remember you guys were upset that the snippets were all still there.
Yeah, I wanted there to be a revolution.
Yeah,
thought
I
there was gonna
expected
be.
war.
I don't know why the snippets were there. They seemed like they kind of took over the place and then tried to hide the fact that toads were there.
Or they're like, hey, these guys are buried underground with no faces because they didn't have a face. And they were just cool with it. They didn't even tell Mario, hey man, you should probably go check that out.
And now they're like, oh, this is ours now.
Yeah.
Though, to be fair, I like the nighttime aesthetic more where it's like
Oh my
lights and
God,
Yeah,
things.
way better.
Is there a way to change
It
it?
looked like Vegas too. Yeah, I know. Like take the sun out.
Yeah, like I don't like
Bring
the
the
sun.
whole punch back.
Yeah.
That guy was sick.
The hole punch guy?
Yeah.
Dude, he's
He was
funky.
So we actually played a lot since here, so we know kind of a lot about this. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything. Can we just say we beat the next chapter?
Yeah, we.
Well, that's our knowledge. Like we
Yeah.
know that what the next chapter's about.
Obviously, this walkthrough eventually beat the next chapter.
Yeah, man. It's funny because this is going on for 4 episodes.
Look at
right?
me turn around.
Just to hit that guy.
Screw that guy. Yeah.
So the last 3 episodes of this chapter are gonna be weird because that was before this recording.
Yeah, because
Right?
Yeah.
we literally end like at the end of the chapter. I think there's like a minute, and then we
Yeah.
end it, and then now this is taking place. Like we're recording this after the fact of us already beating the next chapter.
Yeah, it's so weird. I wonder how that's gonna be.
We're gonna get really excited. The last 3 episodes, I think it starts as a fire and ice stuff.
Yeah.
It's true. What's it called? Something I've been thinking about because I just finished the first season of Korra, which I've already watched before. Not to
You
change
watched
the
Korra
subject.
before?
I watched
You
just the
watched
first
it?
season.
Jesus.
Oh, I was like, I've never watched it.
You already watched it,
The first season.
all of it again.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm
It's
still
only
on
like
episode
13
4.
episodes.
I'm still on episode 4, man.
I watch it during work. I don't want to. This isn't a spoiler, but it kind of can tie in with Paper Mario too. Do you know why we love Thousand Year Door so much?
Why?
Actually, I don't want to spoil that, but just keep that in mind.
Because it came out at a good time.
No, but
It was a good story.
No, what do you mean? No. What do you
Good
mean?
mechanics.
this,
Like-
this is going to go back to a topic that I've discussed a lot.
Like,
Okay. Remember that book I read from the guy that wrote JoJo
yeah.
about how he says the components that make a good
Rocky.
story?
Mm-hmm.
So I would never really see it in practice that much because it's either like, why did I look at him like
We
that?
probably made a joke.
Yeah, we
See, like,
probably
and we
did.
don't even remember. That's the sad thing.
No, but like the important things are characters, themes, and crap. What's the last one?
Setting?
Yeah, no,
Setting's
setting.
I thought setting was last.
And then story is actually a weird fourth, or like side cousin, or like an uncle of what makes a good story, because it can't actually carry a story. And I thought about that at first, and I was like, but story's in the damn name. Like, why does that? That makes complete sense. But if you don't have things to anchor you down to be a part of the story, it doesn't matter. So what I noticed is I watched. I mean, I've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender a couple times, and then I was like, okay, I'll watch Korra. And I watched the first season. A lot of people told me it was great. And then I watched it, and I was just kind of like not motivated to watch past that. And if I'm not motivated, I'm like, I'll catch it later.
Yeah.
I did that with Boruto. I did that with a couple other things. But
Did you
with
catch up on
Korra,
Boruto?
the reason I will at one point, but not right now.
Good.
The reason
Wow.
why, and I assume they're all gonna get good, but the reason why I stopped watching, I figured it out after I just finished Korra, because I just finished it today.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's literally characters. It has a good story. But there's no characters that are tying me down to the story. I don't really like any of the characters. And I thought about it, and I was like, that one's alright, that one's alright. And I thought about like a character that I'm excited to see,
Yeah.
and nobody came to mind. Nobody. The villain was decent. The main character is decent. The side character's kind of annoying. Some of them are okay. I can't even tell you my favorite character. That is a problem. That is a problem with the
That is
story.
a problem when you don't have a favorite.
I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to,
I hear it doesn't get better.
hide back my
Really?
judgment.
You guys
I hear,
are just destroying my hopes
I
for
actually
this
hear
show.
season 2 is the shittiest.
Oh my god.
And then 3 and 4 are great. That's what I've heard.
So I have to survive season. Well,
I'll
right
survive, I
now,
don't-
what was the last thing I watched? That one guy didn't take.
Amon?
Is that his name? Amon? The guy, he can take bending away, right?
Yes.
He didn't take Korra's bending. He could have, but he didn't. That's the last thing. And I like the story. I'm like,
It's
I
a
like where
good
it's
story.
heading.
It's a good
Yeah.
story. That's what I noticed. I was like, why did I not like this? It's actually a good
Like, it's an
story.
interesting idea
There's
of
like
the
horror.
anti-benders.
Yeah, there's like a lot building up here, and I'm like, there's a revolt. There's like this secret stuff
It
going
makes sense.
on.
It's
There's
like-
there's a solid like.
if bending was here, like in the real world, I think that's what
Yeah,
would be
and
happening.
I'm like, you
like,
know, it's-
oh, we non-benders, like, it's not fair for us. These guys think they're better than us. And it's
Yeah.
like, I can see that happening in the real world.
And that's the thing with Aang, for example, is he was never worried about winning. If you watch Avatar, he was never worried about winning. He was worried about like winning the right way. I don't want to kill people, and I want a girlfriend. He was never worried about
And I
like.
want a
he's like-
girlfriend.
he's like, remember the fortune teller chick when she was like, "Oh my
Because
god,
they
I've never
part of
seen."
the
She's like,
great
"Yeah,
battle.
yeah. Do I have a girlfriend?"
Well, because like I even think
Yeah.
Aang comes to the
Oh my
conclusion
God,
a lot
yeah.
of times he's aware that he could body anyone.
Yeah,
Throughout the entire show, he's aware. He's like, yeah, I could kill anyone. I could end the war.
but he's a pansy.
But
Yeah.
kind of. But his whole like motive and his like I don't know his nurture. I don't know about his nature, but like, growing up as like
Nurture.
a monk made it so like.
Oh, we just saved
it's
this
not a
really
good
cool
thing.
looking.
Oh yeah, that was
Sorry.
Cap T Toad.
He looks
Cap-
like a man. He looked like a vampire,
Cap-T-Ode.
dude.
Yeah.
Straight up
I thought he
Dracula.
looked like a wizard.
T.O.
Wizard, yeah.
Like a
it's-
mage, like a druid.
Yeah, he looks something.
Sorry, you were saying.
He's not cool, by the way.
I like.
I like him. He's kind of a badass.
The professor's better, in my opinion. The professor.
No,
Professor, all right, boy. But yeah,
but
I
and then
had-
Korra's the opposite. She was like really good, and she like understood it, like how to bend and everything, and she's like, I'm a badass. Then she goes gets her ass whooped.
Well, that's actually something I do
Well,
really like.
she was
I
trying
like
to
that.
be
No,
great.
I like that.
Not the getting your ass beat thing, but like the idea, because Aang was a super spiritual guy when it came to as an avatar.
Yeah.
And his bending was the thing that he kind of struggled with, like adapting to like earth bending, especially and all those things. And so Korra's kind of the opposite. She's very gifted in bending, but like they go into the fact that like she has no spiritual connection to anything.
she
Yeah.
struggles with
So, like,
wind
she-
a lot.
So like she's bad at 50% of her job.
Yeah.
And it's something that's like, well, you feel like all of these people who are incarnated as the avatar should have like that kind of ability, but then it's like it doesn't matter because she's still really good at everything else.
Yeah.
But it'll keep you around because the setting is the same, and they were like, "Damn, this is a good setting. This is a good theme." They have both of those things.
Oh no,
well,
Avatar World.
the setting isn't as good, but the theme is the same thing.
Setting
You
is.
don't like Republic City?
No, I don't, but it's good.
It's
enough.
like New England.
It's yeah,
Straight up New
I'm-
England. Even
I'm
the way they dress, I'm like, that looks so.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of like the kind of more steampunk, like that kind of time period where they do like the wagon wheels and steam
I-
engines.
Yeah, it's
I-
like 1880s or something.
But also
That's what it
like,
looks
my favorite.
I liked it a little bit more because I went back and I read some of the comics
Yeah.
that they do after the fact of the Avatar, and it kind of shows a little bit of build up to like how it becomes that. Because I mean like,
It evolved really
It's
quick.
well, yeah, but also like when you look at the like, because the Fire Nation had steam engines and had mechanics and had all this
Yeah.
stuff. So like it just kind of spread. But
For
my-
every nation.
Yeah, but like my thing is like I feel like because it's in the Republic City's in the Earth Kingdom, isn't it? Like it's in that area.
It's in a very tiny spot when like the map zooms in.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that place is tiny.
I'm like, this is where it all takes place.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I feel like it's weird.
Wait, that's where it all takes place?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So they're
Well,
not...
no.
That's
I'm
what
pretty
I-
sure
that's
it's
what I-
just season 1 because I asked my buddies, I'm
Okay.
like, please tell me they leave this fucking city.
Yeah, man, I'm like, because Avatar, they were traveling everywhere. I'm like,
That's
Right? And that's what made it really good. And I was like, I'm sick of this city.
look
Like,
at the sea.
Oh,
there was a lot
are
of
we
good
playing the
stuff.
sea?
I'm
Oh,
making
I
it-
remember
you
this.
missed that.
You
Yeah, I
missed
did
this.
miss
You were
that.
gone.
Look at how many fish there are.
Guys.
They're still going.
Holy Damn. Dude, me and B were saying how, like, battles low-key kill this game. But other than that, this game's great.
Because, well, that brings me back. That brings me back to my
Yeah.
point. Thousand Year Door. What kept you around? Characters.
I liked the game.
Characters.
I
And
like
the gameplay's phenomenal. The
The
gameplay
story
was
was
I like the
nice.
great. The
settings.
theme, that's theme and setting.
Battles were fun.
The setting
Battles
was
were
actually
really fun.
Yeah, setting might be the best
all of it.
thing.
All of it was good.
Yeah, all of it was good. But like, we still have characters and we still have story. But is it enough to carry a whole game?
Do we have characters? Do we?
Yeah.
We have
Who?
Olivia. No,
we have more
to be
characters
fair-
than some other games.
No, but
for
to be
sure.
fair, what
But
we have,
give me some names.
we have
Mario.
Olivia.
That's it.
Is Olivia and Mario are really the only main characters.
We had Bobby.
Bobby left.
We have
So Bobby's in
Professor.
like what 10% of the game. Professor's
Yeah.
in the rest.
Tell me we were not emotional when Bobby passed away.
I think that was less emotional,
It was-
more surprised. I think they
Yeah,
actually
I think
killed
I was
off the
more
character.
surprised. They were like, "Oh, you killed the character."
Yeah, but it's
Cool.
still a character. That's still part of the story, though.
Yeah, but Bobby
this
cannot
story.
compare to the other characters in the other
B
games.
was saying that we're gonna start doing reviews on these games when we finish them. But Bobby is an example of like the story on this is probably like a 9 out of 10. The story carries the game. The story Are you guys not realizing?
I have.
Yeah, I'm reading this, dude.
You don't like the gameplay. You don't like most of it. But I'm telling you, when you guys fall in love, that was all the story. And I've never seen a thing that gets carried by story.
Look at you struggle.
Yeah, it's.
It's like you
Do
were
you call the fans here?
Hopefully, call the fans, man. It's not happening.
You
Look at-
poor
look at
guy.
me.
Yeah, look at you.
No, you're trying.
This is awesome.
Oh,
now,
look
you,
at
now you
that.
know our pain. Me and Beav are just watching you do this, and we're like, now you know.
Yeah, you guys don't know how to do it either.
No, I throw my money. Are you kidding me?
Well,
We're
yeah.
so
Well,
rich.
yeah, we do have a bunch of money. That's another thing about this game.
I don't get the money in this game.
You don't get the money?
No, why do you have so much?
We have too much.
That's why I'm saying.
There's
I'm
gotta
like,
be some we can spend.
What are you gonna do with 36 grand? in
buy a house.
Rising.
Buy a house.
Buy a house. You know, that's a great deposit.
Remember these dudes.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. Like there is a story, but
That's all there is. Literally, if you look
but
at
it's
the game,
not even that good.
there's
At least
themes.
in my opinion, it's not even that good.
Is there themes in this story?
Yeah.
What are the themes?
You literally have your what would you call that? Like Shogun Studios.
Ugh.
Like what is that? Like old Asian theme, and then you have like your
Hold on.
desert
Okay.
theme.
Maybe I didn't.
You mean
say
arcs?
that correct? Yeah. Like
Yeah.
what is actually happening in the story? What are the story arcs characters are going through? What are the messages? Like what is because like what is happening? Because I don't.
No, but that's the point. Is like it's not even.
What is
it's,
happening?
It's not even. It's not. It's this game is so catered to what people are like nowadays, where it's just so quick. Because if you think about it, we went from faceless toads a couple episodes ago
Yeah.
to a disco with the faceless toads, and we're like, why is that a thing? Because the hole punch guy likes people doing disco, and it's like, and that's because the sniffets took over and the sun's gone, and you're like, what? Because it's just quick.
That doesn't make
it's
sense.
quick.
That's not a good story. That's why that's not a good story.
It's
'Cause it's
No, but
quick.
it's quick.
It's action pieces.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean anything.
That's the only reason you like this game.
Is action pieces?
That's it.
You wanna know one thing I did start to like about this game though?
What?
Little musical numbers they do.
Yeah.
They're actually kind of. I normally
Oh.
don't like musical numbers, but especially the disco one.
I mean,
think they're
I'll be
fun.
honest. I hate that stuff.
I do not
What's
like
that?
musical numbers either.
I hate.
I
those
think they're
things.
fun because
No, I'm like, oh, God, I'm
they're
not
a
watching
huge
Disney.
change of pace in this
Yeah.
game.
Well, I understand why you can like it because like it's a good change of like
Hey,
it's like it's serious and it's like oh let's crack in a joke. But I
That's
hate
important,
that.
by the way.
That's what I hate. Where it's like okay, you're making a joke, but now it's like a kids friendly joke, and I'm like okay, they're dancing. I get it. Can we move on? I don't know. I just wanted to be more serious. I feel like they're not serious at all.
No.
I mean,
For what's happening around the world, they're like, the world's ending. Yeah, we don't care. It's like,
I mean, was
what?
Thousand Year Door serious?
Yes, that game was serious.
is Paper Mario 1 serious?
Yes,
only
that game was
reason-
really serious.
Like why? Like,
Tell me what is
No,
not
the
serious
thing-
about Thousand Year Door.
The only
Dupless.
people that are bringing you in.
Dupless was sick though.
Yeah, but he wasn't serious.
Yes, he
The
was
gold-
turning people into pigs, man.
The majority of the
Those
glitch
toads
guys-
had no faces.
Who cares, man?
They
Like,
had their city taken over, man.
but like the bad guy was Goof. Well, I guess Dupless.
all the bad
Yeah.
guys, the bad guys like the
You just like
X-Nauts or
the
whatever.
bad guys because they're characters. Name a bad guy in this game. You can't.
developmentals are probably the closest thing.
And they're
Where's Bowser, man?
There's
I
no
was
personality.
trying. Where's
I know,
Bowser?
I know. I've been waiting for Bowser too. And I'm pretty sure he comes out the next arc just because he has to, right?
Well, it's
Like,
the end of the
has to.
game.
And I'm like, it's still too.
I was like,
late.
we have 2 arcs left, I think, because we have the green ribbon, which apparently just showed up and it's in the sky.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then,
yeah.
and then we have
Are you spoiling?
Peach's Castle. I mean, we already said we've beaten like.
It's true. It's true.
Look at
Should I
that
put a
guy.
spoiler warning for
Spoiler.
this?
Probably, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. Not really much is happening
Who's-
if you think
who's
about it.
really
Like right now, we're just
invested in
recruiting
the-
that guy. Yeah, who really is
And the
invested?
Origami story.
Like this guy.
Me.
Come on.
I think that this is gonna have a. Do you remember the beginning cinematic?
No,
Yes,
I
it was
wasn't.
great.
No,
It was
They
great.
have not flirted with that since, and I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, I think the finale is going to be sick. And you can't tell. I bet both of you even agree with me. The finale is going to be great.
It better be at this point.
better be.
I haven't. It hasn't been
I bet it'll
proven,
be
but
great.
I can. But I've only personally seen the bad guy one time.
And that's when he.
Oh, that's when he killed Bobby.
No, he didn't
No,
even kill
he
Bob. He
was
put a
trying to
rock. He
kill
put a
Lily.
rock. He put a rock.
He
on
put
his
the
sister.
reason that killed Bobby.
Yeah. He put a placeholder on Bobby's life.
He literally put a roadblock.
Yeah. He
Oh,
was
by
like,
the
nope.
way, I heard it. Actually, I'm going to keep that to myself. There's a secret where you can see Bobby.
Oh yeah, I heard that too.
Damn it.
I
It's in
did
the
it.
Shogun
I already
Studios.
did it.
Have you actually?
Yeah. Well, I had to complete the whole thing.
The Pokedex?
Oh, did you do that?
Yeah. I took pictures and there he is.
Just chilling?
Yeah, but he's in ghost form. It's weird. And I'm like, well,
Poor Bobby.
Ghost
They got the
Bobby.
Force Ghost.
Yeah.
That shit's funny.
I don't know. This game, it's a good game, but I don't know.
It's
Will
not-
it, will,
I mean, it's- it's-
will it really leave a mark though?
It's
No.
like food. Let's think of it like food. Like this burger's missing like something, you know. And Thousand Year Door, that burger has everything. It has the cheese, the bacon, the lettuce.
I wouldn't
Like-
even consider this a burger. I'd consider it like chicken fingers.
Yeah, like it's
Like,
like.
I
Yeah.
can mess up some chicken fingers,
Mhm.
but I'm never like happy with chicken fingers.
The last 2 games have been soup, though.
Okay. Soup, but it's not even good soup.
That's how desperate I am for a good
It's
game.
just tomato biscuit.
Yeah.
'Cause it's literally, yeah. I mean, you haven't played the Wii one, but I'm actually debating which one's
Super?
going to be better between this one and the Wii one.
Really.
When it comes to story,
Yes.
because I'm like, I think this one. I actually think this one's better than the Wii one so far.
Are you
Because-
serious? I'm not. I was gonna go
Then
back. Now I'm not
Super-
gonna go play that game. Are you kidding
No,
me?
Super's good
Super has the best
But if you're
Mario
saying this is
story
better,
out of any Mario game ever.
so
I
far.
don't
look
think
at this.
it
The
is.
Wind
But
Waker.
like, I also 100% on my games. I 100% of Super, and it's weird like to play that game a lot. Like this game
Yeah,
feels.
don't ever take an opinion from on how somebody likes a game if they 100% it. I don't even like 100% of my favorite game.
Wait. Why would you never take an opinion from someone who's 100% of the game?
Because then they're going to tell you an opinion that's biased on the fact that they were lethargic through the end of their playthrough. There's very little games that feel fun to 100%, in my opinion.
Xenoblade.
I've never
Xenoblade
played
2.
that game.
That's a lot of time.
Zelda's.
Xenoblade's a lot. of
That's what I'm
time.
saying. Like, I don't.
I have a lot of games I really enjoy doing. 100%
I like to
of.
save the world and then go
Oh
on my merry
yeah,
way.
I don't know. I don't really 100%.
No, I'm not 100%.
And if I 100%, then that means I really like that game. Like 64. But that's an easy game.
Well, like
I like
it's part
a
of
lot
the
of easy
experience. Like if you can't pull like, because I can still like objectively state things. Like just because I didn't like doing the second timed 100 like underneath floor in Super Paper Mario,
Yeah.
because it was the same exact thing, doesn't take away from the rest of the game being good.
Yeah.
No, but I think it takes some of your opinion because I feel like majority of people are not
Well, wouldn't that-
completionists.
wouldn't
Let
that
me
be-
finish my point. I feel like
Whoa.
majority of people are not completionists.
Okay.
So therefore, they're only going to play this one boss fight once. And from somebody who gets an opinion on the boss fight twice, and the second one almost is guaranteed to be worse, then you're going to give them a worse opinion than their first experience with the boss fight.
Well, that's also you're also playing the game. If you are purposely not 100%ing a game, which is fair, you're still missing chunks of the game that were put in there on purpose.
Yeah.
So to ignore parts of the game that were put in there on purpose is robbing someone of an opinion. Just because a part way in the end that someone put in there to be completed is not that good, doesn't mean it takes away from the rest. And if someone did do that, and you're like, well, you played the part that's kind of boring, that's at the very end. Well, like that, it's still in the game. Someone put it in there to be played and to be done. You can't take away from the fact of like, oh, just because you've completed it, your opinion's less.
I understand that point, but then I will counter it with, I've seen you play Borderlands 2 and fought the same first boss probably 500 times.
Why?
Farming mostly.
Farm.
Ugh.
Okay, I can see that.
Because that's how
you want to get strong.
I was like, to be fair, in that
No,
game,
it's not even to get stronger. Well,
yeah, that's what farming is.
No, to be fair, in that game, to get like legendary items, named enemies have drops. So like
And they're random, huh?
No, well, like it's like a percentile chance.
Oh my god, I hate those. That's the thing I hate about games.
So like,
yeah.
Like, it's like Mystery Dungeon.
Mhm.
You ever played that? It's like
I have
Pokemon.
actually Pokemon Fire Red Mystery Dungeon.
Yes.
I did everything but the Joyous Tower.
Dude, because that was so bullshit. It's like I need this legendary. I beat him, and then there's a % of maybe it's gonna join me, and if it doesn't, I have to do that.
Well, that's
all
right.
over again.
It makes me any better. In DX, they changed all that. You just
I know. Yeah, but like, see, stuff like that. I think games are bad when they do stuff like that, because then it's just like we just want you to play.
Yeah, and that's
And
what
I'm
I'm
like-
here to do. I'm here to beat
also,
your game.
To be fair, when it comes to things like Borderlands, like you don't have to do that to do anything. Like I don't have to kill. Like just because I want like the first boss is called Knuckle Dragger and he drops a gun called the Hornet. Just because I want the Hornet doesn't mean the Hornet is the best gun in the game and I have to have it.
I mean, it's very rare that I replay a game. But, like, let's say, for example, my idea of, like, a completionist, in my mind, like, the farthest I would go is Breath of the Wild. I love that game.
Oh my
god. Love that
I would
game.
not.
No,
go.
but I'm not completing
I
it.
completed
Because
Breath
if
of the
you
Wild one
complete
time.
that with the seeds, like, you're just going to hate yourself. And you're going to be like, oh, this map, or... and then you get critical on the game. That's part of... You ruin the magic of it. But what I did do is I explored every inch of the map at least once.
Yeah.
Because then I'm still getting new content, but I'm like, okay, well, the next time I play, like, I'll be like, oh, that's there, and that's fun. But that's like, there's only so many games I revisit.
Well, to be fair, when it comes to Breath of the Wild, when it comes to the seeds, they purposely, like Nintendo and all the people who made it said, do not collect all the seeds.
They
and
did
like,
that?
Yeah, they said.
No, but you can't do that when you make a game and you're wanting people to. You can't say
Yeah.
that. That's so hypocritical.
But like that
of them.
was a thing that they put 999 of one item throughout the entire map, and they're like, it's not necessarily like you can. I think
Look at
you
us
need-
I really wanted to buy that. Yeah, we're about to get buffed, by the way, but I really wanted to buy that counter.
Why didn't you buy it? What else are we gonna do our money on?
Toads.
Toads.
Yeah, the
We
boss
will-
battles,
we
they
will
help out
pay
a
the
lot, believe it or
fans.
not. But, dude, that was so messed up. You can't, especially for Nintendo's part, you can't be like, we made all this, don't collect it. But we made it. It's like, then
Well,
why
because
would
they
you
also
make
made it so you didn't need all of it. I think you needed like what 300 or something like that to get absolutely everything out of it, and then the rest of it is nothing until the very end.
I don't think I collected all of those things. Because I was like, you know how you're walking and then you see a rock and you're like, yeah, that's a seed. But I'm like, I don't.
No,
I-
I stopped. I saw like those little weird puzzles where you
Yeah.
would, like pick it up, and I'm like, no.
I went around and I did all of them.
You did them?
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
I did it
cannot.
one time on normal mode, and then when I played through the game again on master mode, I said nah.
Just gotta be like,
I didn't even do enough to get all the.
But why would you do it? Because
inventory
like it's not because you want it, but it's because you felt like you had to.
it
right?
is part of the game that was put in there. I want to see why it was put in there.
No, but you already know why it's there.
Well,
so
no.
why did you do it?
Well,
was it forced? Because if it when something
watch this
starts
dodge.
doing,
Boom.
because to me it felt like a job. I'm like, I'm not doing that. You guys can suck it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go fight that guy over there.
Well,
Why
like
not?
one thing I'd like to do. So this is one of the reasons why I like to complete games. Is I write scripts on my laptop of like different game reviews, things like that, because I like to pull a game apart. So if someone puts something in a game, there's a reason it was in there. Whether collecting 999 by the own directors and stuff's own words was a bad idea. Don't do it. Is something I should actually have done. It doesn't change the fact that it is in there. It's part of the game. How does it affect the gameplay if someone went to go do that?
That was a weird transition. I don't fight a single boss on this island, by the way. But go on.
No, this island took a while to figure out the puzzle.
Yeah, sadly.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, it didn't take too long.
I was like, I don't want to.
I like
I'm
these
pretty sure I
chapters.
stayed right away. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you called it, but then I don't know what happened.
dude,
We were
I
tired.
love these.
I don't.
I love
like
these.
them.
I like
like
these moments of change of pace.
They're chill, they're fun, and they're punny.
And I also have a soft spot because I like coffee shops.
I have to go to more coffee shops.
They're
Yeah.
nice.
I feel like we've talked about that. We're like,
Yeah.
we just have to go chill there for a while.
No.
I've never really just sat there.
It's a different type of environment. There's not a lot of places like that left where it's just kind of a chill zen. zone.
The closest is probably Barnes and Noble. I
Yeah,
love going.
That
there.
is another.
That's probably the closest thing to this. You just go read a book and you're
They
like,
have
are you
no
gonna buy
coffee
it?
thing, right?
Nope.
Well,
I'm not buying this book. I'm just reading it. Why do you think I'm here?
you
so
do that?
funny.
You do that? Go
Yeah,
read books
yeah.
and-
I used to do that with Naruto. Like when
It was getting serialized.
I didn't have internet, so I was like, damn it, Toonami's being douchey this week or something. So I'm like, I gotta go read it on Barnes and Noble. So I would just go at the mangas. I'm like,
Yeah.
and that's
We do
like,
that.
that's when I blew my own mind because I figured out like, wow, they're ahead in books, And then I spoiled myself because
Yeah.
I didn't know like Orochimaru would take his face off. Like that blew
Spoilers.
my mind. Yeah. But yeah, that's always
Wow,
cool.
that far back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
This was a while ago. This was like 2007, something like that.
I didn't read
Dude,
that much of Naruto with the actual books. I read One Piece, Rave Master, and Dragon Ball like that. But that's when I started getting the app, and then I just murdered that thing. I mean, I read a little bit of Naruto with the books, but not enough.
The app is dangerous. I like.
The app is dangerous.
Probably the most recent series I finished was Demon Slayer, which I recommend.
Everyone says.
It's on the
Everyone
list.
recommends
It's on
it.
the list.
It's good.
Yeah.
It is good. Isn't
it on Netflix?
It's on Hulu.
I thought it was on Netflix.
It's on Hulu.
Yes.
And then
Yes,
the,
that X, man.
the movie just came out.
There's a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did a movie for
so-
like their second season or part 2.
Yeah,
or
instead of
whatever.
doing like the next arc as like a season, they did it as a movie.
Okay,
Isn't
but
that-
what kind of
didn't My
movie
Hero
is
do
it?
that too?
It's a movie.
Yeah, My Hero does that, but like some of these movies can be good and then they can be bad. Because I like the movies that are canon. But then there's movies. Oh, it is.
It's literally the next arc.
Okay, that's
They
good.
stopped it and they previewed the next arc in the TV show, and then they said that it's going to be in a movie, and then they announced the movie. It came out I think like a couple weeks ago.
But is there a season 2?
No, that is the season 2.
Just a movie. I
This
love
season-
that. I love that.
The season 2, because like I guess that's season 2 because that was the arc. Because I guess the first season goes through like 3 arcs. Because Demon Slayer is not long. I think it's like 300 chapters.
So it's over right now.
Yeah, stop.
Oh, so then maybe I will watch it.
It is.
Because I
wait till I don't like being caught up anymore. I'm done with that. One Piece is like I think the only one right now where I'm caught up.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
There's pros and
yeah,
cons to
there
that.
are.
Because when you're caught up, you can get hyped with people,
And you can discuss.
and I love that. But then when
discussions
it's
are like my favorite.
yeah, and then but when it's over and you're like everyone's like, oh yeah, it's cool, it's done. Like Game of Thrones was cool for that.
Yes.
Like I thought Game of Thrones was sick, and then now everyone hates
now
it.
it's just dead. Yeah.
Well, they also ended it horribly.
Dude, I've been
Yeah.
reading that. There's a lot of differences now. I was like,
I might
oh my
have to
God.
pick up the books now.
Just skip the first one. Just watch season 1. It's the
It's-
same thing. It's funny how it just slowly derails.
A lot of franchises do that, like Harry
Yeah.
Potter. Like
Well,
the
because
first
then
two
you start
movies.
getting
The first 2 movies are literally like obviously it's not everything's in there.
Oh, look at
But
you
it's
try.
more
Look
like
at you
the
try to
books.
figure out this puzzle.
No, you guys wanted to see this map.
No,
Yeah.
don't you? Yeah, you try to use a fire flower to light the thing.
It would make sense.
What was I saying? Oh, but then in Prisoner of Azkaban, it started being different. And I'm like, they're not even wearing their like uniforms anymore. Like, what's going on? Is it just regular school now? Like,
Yeah.
Harry Potter did that. I'm like, it was weird.
You didn't like it?
No, it's still good, but it's just like it's not. It doesn't have that same like atmosphere of like, hey, it's mystery wizards. You know, like from the first and second movie.
Yeah.
The third and beyond, it's like completely different. It was weird.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
don't
actually
know.
never read the Harry Potter books.
I didn't either. I'm pretty
They're
sure they're quick
really good.
reads, though. Like, after Game of Thrones, I feel like I'm just going to have superpowers when it comes to reading. So I'm just going to read a bunch of shit. Because those books are long.
Look at this Goomba.
That's a-
Yeah, I don't fight a single soul.
Wow, it's so embarrassing going through this, man.
Yeah.
Like we're just watching.
And this is wrong.
Because like we know in hindsight what the answer is.
Well, because
Hindsight
we
is
know
20/20.
now, and it's like, I don't know, it's weird.
Look at Meyer look back like,
I think you did it,
What?
right?
no.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Because you had to mirror it.
I
Oh,
called it right at the beginning too.
Well, there's no proof of that, is there?
Oh, there's not.
There's proof in the pudding.
what? I wonder what episode is episode 5 of this chapter. Is that the ice elemental? By the way, it's an
Oh,
ice elemental.
Oh, God, you're... Oh, God.
You're just gonna spoil everything.
Well, dude,
that,
no, I
that
already-
part has actual audio. The ice elemental
Yeah.
has actual audio.
Well, I wonder what I was thinking, dude. I can't wait because I thought he was sick.
I think you wanted to fist fight him.
The polar
Yes,
bear?
I did.
Oh, did
Yes,
I
I
spoil
did.
more?
Yeah. Who cares, man? This episode's about to be done, right?
We
Like,
got,
what
we
are
got like a minute left.
We have a minute.
Uh,
Closing remarks.
on stories
Why?
and why this game's not as good as the other ones?
That's how we're
It-
going
it's-
all
it's-
the way
it's-
back.
Yeah.
Literally middle of the road.
I don't know.
I am happy. with
Right
this
now,
game.
Are you happy with
compared
this game?
compared to what I've dealt with the last 10 years, I am happy.
Yeah, it's a better
And I expect to get more happy.
Bronze
So,
medal.
bronze medal. That's what you're
Bronze
giving it.
medal.
That's so disrespectful.
I don't
How can
want-
To super.
Yeah, I can't believe you're already just calling that one out.
Yeah, I'm
That's
calling
messed
bronze
up.
medal.
I'm saying this game's a solid 4 out of 10 in my opinion.
4 out of 10.
Dude, it's okay. To be fair, I'm like it's really hard to please me.
I think I'm a harsh critic, but
I'm really harsh, dude, when it comes to gaming.
we'll see. I will reserve
I
my
just like being
judgment.
objective. I try not to.
All right, you boneheads. We're out.
Like and subscribe.
See ya.